Everybody, welcome to Win the Day. And today I want to continue where we left off last week with the toxic emotions. And we're actually coming from our latest book, Bringing Every Thought Captive. In a previous session, we talked about how we can actually create courage, right? To live an honest life through understanding. So our objective here is to understand toxic emotions. And in different arenas, we may call them something different, something like limiting beliefs or strongholds or unrenewed mind or just some plain old bad attitude or stinking thinking. Matthew 5:8 says, "You are blessed when you get your inside world, your mind and your heart put right. Then you can see God in the outside world." Toxic emotions, we talked about this last week, so I want you to get to listen to the video. Toxic emotions stem from something we believe and have come into agreement with at some point in our lives through a traumatic experience, a significant emotional event, or a crisis that has marked us or impacted us, causing fear, pain, abuse, or disappointment, and we unconsciously act from this agreement, from unhealed hurts, unmet needs, and unresolved issues. We talked about how our thoughts create our emotions, which are our feelings, and our feelings drive our attitude, which is an instinctive mental reaction that reveals an opinion. This is your belief. This is your state of mind that determines how you respond. You will interpret situations and circumstances based on the meaning that you attach to it. This is the power of belief. Now remember, your attitude is an instinct. Mental is a reaction that reveals an opinion. And you'll determine, that's going to determine how you're going to react in the moment. React or respond. This is your state of mind, and last week when we left off, I promised that I will show you or share with you how we can manage our state. Number one, we must on purpose become aware of our thoughts. Bring every thought captive. Number two, you don't have to accept every thought that comes into your mind. You have the choice and the power to choose your thoughts and to change them. Number three, we must intentionally interpret events and circumstances from God's perspective or a higher truth. This shifts the power back to us. I'm learning to listen to halt, and to cast down negative thoughts, critical thoughts, and complaints in my mind. You know, those thoughts about your spouse, your children, your job, your boss, or your situation. You're actually fussing them out in your mind way before it actually comes out of your mouth. Why? Because your thoughts are your actions in rehearsal. So we have to kick them off the stage, right? Cast them down and exchange them for different thoughts, for good thoughts, God's thoughts, whatever things are lovely and of a good report. You must learn to think new thoughts in order to think and see differently. And again, this requires courage because the focus is on us. It's the inner work, and it's not the person, the thing, the situation, or the circumstance. And remember, nothing changes for us until it changes in us. Now here's a very important point that I've learned, and I'm continuing to learn, which allows me to extend some grace to myself and others and continue to treat everyone, including myself, kindly through the transformation process. Your soul, which is your mind, your will, your emotions, your imagination, and your intellect, your behavior, what you're thinking and how you're behaving is based on your current beliefs. And it does not distinguish between right and wrong behavior that may give it temporary relief. This is important, so I need you to catch this. It is going to compel you to repeat any behavior that has brought it relief in the past, to get that pressure up off of it, because it believes it's protecting you. So if bad behavior worked last time, it's going to look to it for that relief. Think about it. When you feel scared, threatened, disrespected, you get what? Say it with me. An attitude. You react, walls up, an instinctive mental reaction that reveals an opinion. And this is why we have to teach and train ourselves to think and believe differently by changing our thoughts. Get the book. So, let me share one powerful example of how you can practice awareness and manage your state. This can be done in your quiet time and throughout the day. Here's what you have to do. You have to pause. Yes, I say pause. I always say stop. Breathe. I call this a Selah, to pause and calmly think on this. Let's say you have an opportunity to be offended. Yes, I said it, an opportunity. The truth is, no one can offend you. You receive or take the offense. You're choosing to be offended or not. So here's one way I manage. When I feel or I become aware, because sometimes you could be in the midst of this stuff, when I become aware that offense is trying to rise up in me, I acknowledge it as such right away. And I say, great peace have they who love thy law. I am not easily offended. I walk in peace. And this is based on Psalm 119, 165. I figure, hey, if I'm going to take a higher frequency thought, then why not say what God says? Psalm 119, 165. I am not easily offended. But then later on in my quiet time, or if I have some space, I can ask the Holy Spirit about it. I can step back and I ask myself, why was that offensive to me? Or why did that upset me? And this allows space for the Holy Spirit to reveal something in me or to me where I can grow by making the necessary corrections or adjustments in my attitude or my thinking. There are a couple of more examples in the book for you. This is so powerful. And this is bringing every thought captive. Now, the conclusion of the matter. Change your mind and you change your life. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I want to leave you with 3 John 2, which says, Beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in health even as your soul prospers. Remember, your mind, your will, your emotions, your imagination, and your intellect. Let's win the day in our emotions, which means we have to really determine and examine our beliefs. Why? Because your beliefs drive your behavior. This could be the best year of your life, your dream year, but you have to win the day. That's how you win the week, win the month, win the year. No one wins without daily disciplines. So go ahead, do your thing. I wish you a winning week. Hey, don't grow alone. Share the video. Invite a friend or a family member to subscribe to our channel, Jacqueline Barnes, and purchase your copy of the book, Bringing Every Thought Captive, available on Amazon and Kindle. Sign up for our monthly newsletter on our website, www.coachjackie.com. Hey, and take advantage of the free resources that we have there for you. You can also sign up for our online Abundant Life Principles Masterclass. It's a self-paced study. I think it's 4 modules that you can continue to grow yourself. Or join us for a live 6-week Strike the Iron Empowerment Mentoring Boot Camp. And I will see you next time on Win the Day with Coach Jackie. Blessings.